So committee, hang on. We'll be bringing the one person who will be testifying, and you may have seen a letter from him. It was a joint letter, in fact, from my constituent, Kathleen Cannell, who used to be Secretary of State. She's the State Director of AARP Rhode Island, but I believe who will be joining us on the line, if we haven't gone too long, is Phil Zarlengo. Phil is the state president for AARP Rhode Island. And let's see if we have him. Good evening, Phil. Phil, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Phil, thank you very much. Thank you for being patient. I know we're a little bit over, so we're here with the Senate Committee on Rules, Government Ethics, and Oversight. Several folks from the administration are still on the line. So, Phil, over to you, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much for introducing me and having me. On behalf of AARP Rhode Island and our 132,000 members, I'd like to thank all of you working so hard for the good of the people of Rhode Island. AARP today wants to bring you two priorities. First of all, we want to tell you that the whole focus on age prioritization should continue. The most vulnerable Rhode Islanders need to continue to have access to the vaccine. There are some very stark facts here. For example, 97% of COVID-related deaths in our great state have been with people at age 50 or over. 76% of COVID-related hospitalizations in Rhode Island have been 50 years old and older. So we want to continue that focus. We want to make sure that the vulnerable people are taken well care of as we move forward. The second priority we have to bring before you today is that the vaccination plan itself must be transparent, accessible, and equitable. We really feel that way about the whole phone centralized system, meaning that the phones need to be better handled in a centralized way so that all of the facilities in our state are readily available to work through them. As a matter of fact, we would put this testimony in the form of two questions. And on behalf of our members, how are we going to work to continue age prioritization to help the most vulnerable seniors we have in our state? And we'd like to know what the plans are to guarantee that all people over age 50 get the vaccine in priority order. Thank you very much. We appreciate your efforts, and would love to hear from you next time. Thank you.
Phil, thank you very much. Thank you for the work of AARP, and please pass along our thank you to Kathleen Cannell. I'm sure I'll be talking with her again as well, as she's my constituent in Middletown and our previous Secretary of State. I won't say how long ago, but well-respected Secretary of State and past Senator in Rhode Island.
I'll be sure to tell her that. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. And thank you for the work of AARP. If there's no other questions, I want to thank Dr. Nicole Alexander Scott and her team. I want to thank Major General Callahan and his team. While this may come across as questioning that may be not appropriate, at the end of the day, these are questions, comments, and concerns we're receiving from our constituents. I can't say all day and all night, but day and night. I received one that came in this morning. I wasn't up. I went to bed just prior to that. At 1:45 a.m., I got an email from a constituent about that. So people are concerned. I think the words of Phil with regards to the age prioritization, the facts and data, I think, substantiate what he says with regards to plan being transparent, accessible, etc. We've heard about that as well. And I think the underlying comments and themes, if I can, I don't want to take the liberty to summarize, but I will for a few seconds here, is on enhanced comprehensive and holistic communication with all constituent groups, primary care physicians, individuals, cities and towns, etc. That means websites that are easy to access, that are available when they're supposed to be available. And if it's 9 o'clock in the morning, let's tell people well in advance that that's the case. And what we've seen over the last N number of days, thank you to the work of the National Guard categorically, and the mass vaccination sites, an increase in velocity of getting doses into individuals' arms. At the end of the day, our number one priority in the state must and has to be successfully navigating through the pandemic. Only then, in working through that, will education be able to be where it needs to be for our K-12 and our K-20 system. Additionally to that, from an economic recovery perspective, vaccinations are paramount to that as well. So, committee, thank you very much. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion made by Senator Dela Cruz, seconded by Senator Acosta. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Have a great night. Thank you very much.